Imagine a life on the move, constantly changing, constantly evolving. Meet Erna and David, a couple from Belgium, and their adorable cat Rosie. They're not your ordinary family. Their life has been full of changes and, in some of your eyes, big adventures. In the year 2020, during the peak of the COVID pandemic, they waved goodbye to their van life, a life of freedom, exploration, and countless experiences. But as one chapter closed, they were uncertain about what the next one would hold. This is their story so far. But today, we're not just telling their story. We're inviting you to be a part of it, to experience the thrills, the challenges, and the joy that comes with choosing a life less ordinary. So buckle up and join them as they embark on this new adventure. And remember, in the world of Erna, David, and Rosie, the only constant is change. So be prepared for the next unknown chapter in their life. Picture this: stumbling upon a forgotten treasure, a diamond in the dust, a Bruce Roberts Spray 42 steel hull sailboat that had been sitting idle in a yard for 2 long years. A bit neglected, yet brimming with possibility. The previous owner had big plans but couldn't make them happen. And so, Pinta's Pilot just sat there on the hard, while first rust started to eat its way out. During COVID, David started browsing online boat sales websites, and Pinta's Pilot was one of the first of his finds. Inspecting some other boats, this one stayed in David's favorites, while the rest never gave him this special feeling. This boat had a real soul, but David didn't know everything, although it was love at first sight. So where do you start? Getting out of the emotional decision-making and get an objective view on the situation. The first step was to call in an expert auditor. With a discerning eye and a wealth of experience, the auditor scrutinized every part of the sailboat from stern to bow. The result was not so pleasant, especially for the previous owner who taught to have a boat ready to sail the Nordic seas. This comprehensive inspection made David dote about the boat, but after some talks with the auditor, he decided to go for it. The examiner's report laid the groundwork for our restoration project that started in January 2021. After finding a shipyard willing to look at the project and give their open and honest opinion on the possible work, while David only asked to install a new bow thruster, everything got prepared to move the boat to the yard. The following months were a flurry of activity. Teaming up with Breskin's yacht service, they embarked on the colossal task of transforming the neglected sailboat into a vessel fit for the Nordic seas. Doing some test runs between their home port and the shipyard helped them in making decisions on the refit. From January 2021 to the summer of 2022, the shipyard became our second home, with a lot of travel back and forth and constantly buying and investing in new parts. By December 2023, the sailboat, now christened Zina, was ready to embrace the waves once more. The transformation took a lot more time and money than expected, but the result is fabulous. The steel hull is ready to sail the cold Nordic seas again. The engine, instruments, and electrical system were all updated with the latest technologies, and the bow thruster was installed for improved handling. The hull was thoroughly sandblasted and repainted with 7 coats of paint for added durability. The aluminium mast was taken apart, repaired, and treated with a special paint coating. All standing rigging was replaced and all lines renewed. Even the steering column was replaced with a new one. The interior was part of the makeover too. It was partly reconstructed to accommodate their planned boat life. The yacht was complete with a new galley, extended lounge seats, and open bunks. The only area still requiring some attention is the wet area, which they plan to refurbish in the coming year. So what's next for sailing yacht Zina? Well, the voyage has just started. As of 2024, they are embarking on new adventures, exploring the boundless expanse of the sea, starting off with test sails on the North Sea and preparing for the journey north. And guess what? You're invited to join them on these adventures. Every Friday, they share a short weekly update on the Facebook page of Sailing Zina with some information on the progress. YouTube will follow later on. So don't miss out on the next chapter in their life. Join them as they navigate the open seas on Sailing Yacht Zina. The horizon is just the beginning.